Oh, what a beautiful night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have dinner outside tonight on the balcony. And speaking of dinner, well, I've made similar things, but I do think you're gonna like it. So I call this one Monster Pizza, and basically, you know, it's real simple. And once I get into it, you'll be like, oh, cool. Okay, so I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, in my downtown apartment. Across the river is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Always come check us out. The whole purpose I started this channel for, basically was to share my love of my city and my home uh, with everybody out there that I can reach. So cool. With that being said, this is a store-bought pizza. It is I think it's a stuffed crust, pepperoni, double pepperoni and everything. So that's cool. We started with that. Then what I did was I put lots of, I just actually bought a store-bought grilled chicken that had been cut, and basically put those all over the pizza. I had probably, I want to say it, well, it would have been at least 2 pounds, probably a lot more of a cut of Romanian tenderloin, and that is the steak that you're seeing on top. I grilled that in my skillet. I kind of cut it down into these bite-sized pieces, put them in my skillet, grilled really quick in a non-stick skillet. A little bit of seasoning salt, not too much, just enough to give it the salty element. Just the salty side of salty is where I wanted to go with it. Um, and because lots of cheese that I'm adding to this, and the reason why the salt is because the dairy and the cheese will mute any sort of flavor. And then of course, I'm going to have red pepper flakes and Parmesan that I brought little packs. If I'm out or whatever and I see those packs of Parmesan or red pepper flakes or anything like that, if there's something that I can bring home and use, I will. Uh, and so I'm going to slice this up, and then we'll go out to the balcony and I'll have dinner and chat with you. And so here we are, and this is very stuffed. Uh, Stuffed crust, and then of course it's piles of other stuff on top of it. And I'm very excited to get to this. I'm going to pause this. I'll take a bite, and collectively we'll get over it. You see, I put red pepper flakes, and of course, as if this thing needs more cheese, some Parmesan cheese on it. So this is very good. You could feed probably two families with that pizza the way I got it stacked up with a little green salad or something. But yeah, obviously this is not adhering to my dietary plans. But I've just come back from a weekend in the woods, and of course, that is you know I eat what is available, what they make out there. It's not like I don't go and give specific directions for my diet, for something like that. So I'll finish out this Sunday and then begin with the diet. Oh, probably starting tomorrow night. Well, this is a top view. This cheese kind of holds everything inside of the crust the way I have it, where it kind of like there's a pile of everything. So it's there you go. There's the topography of this pizza. So in this first bite, I'm gonna have the pepperoni. I'm gonna have some of the chicken, some of the beef. Wow. And how much suspense can I build before a bite of pizza? Oh, do you like how I said topography? Uh, or should I have said pizza scape? Hmm. Hmm. Oh my, that is very delicious. Okay. Now that I have talked very much about myself and pizza, I know I haven't shaved since I've been out in the woods or anything like that, and there's just a hat on my head. I look like hell. Hang on. Better? No? Whatever. Okay. Let's you know, how are things going for you guys? I really hope that no matter what's going on in your life, good, bad, a lot of changes, a lot of consistency, a lot of good things, whatever. I hope that if you have a large family, a big circle of friends, like I don't have like a large family that I live with, but I have a large circle of friends, and we text and call and talk, and I spend time with, and I have a pretty full life even for a single person, and I feel grateful for that. There's always something going on. Whatever is going on in your life, I hope that you will be able to do what I find is essential in my life. And it's coming from a different place because I'm a single person, and maybe you're not. Maybe you live in a house full of people. But do try to find some quality solitary time. Do try to have time for yourself. If that means that, whatever that means. If it just means that you go draw a bath and soak for 20 minutes, half an hour or something to yourself, or if it means you spend a little downtime, remember to, and I'm not talking about time that you set aside to work out the budget and the bill paying and all the hassles and holidays coming up, and it's stressful. How are we going to pull together a Thanksgiving dinner this year, and who's what, and all this hurried time, and there's always somebody talking. There's always somebody with the need. There's always somebody who's achieved a new fulfillment, and they want to talk about it. There's always something. There's always something going on. And you want to be there to answer the call, right? So, from all those things that you give to other people and other endeavors, please find time to give yourself a restful moment, where it's just you, and you can just let your mind wander without agenda, and let your mind do what it wants to do. Give your mind some recreation, give your body some rest, and take care of yourself. You are wonderful, and you deserve it. And it's like a replenishment, and you will be able to go back after that and be fully charged, like a freshly charged rabbit being able to get Energizer Bunny or something, whatever. You will be really, ready to go back into your endeavors and share with people, being your best self, and, what I'm talking about isn't even necessarily like running off and doing something that you want to do, like going out. I'm talking about time that you give for mental wealth, for no specific reason other than to sit back and whatever your mind wants to do, let your mind do it. I'm not talking about a guided meditation. I'm not which those can be beneficial if you need to use that. do it. Pull up a YouTube video or something. But really, honestly, I think even better if you can just find a quiet moment, block out some time. If you have to schedule it, and adhere to that schedule. Give yourself that time for your mental health. Your own mental well-being, so that you can maintain being the best you. And the best everything. If you don't do that once in a while, you just get stressed. Everybody has moments of stress, and you know how it is. Even when things are going good for you personally, people and they have got stuff going on. Now if you're going to be present for them, you got to be there. You got to be there for yourself. And this is what I'm talking about. Just nobody, nothing. Just you and your mind and wherever it wants to go, and just, oh my God, yeah. I hope that you remember that you're worth it, and whoever you are, you're enough, and I love you. I'm gonna go back to dinner now. I love you. Yeah, love and light, and bon appetit.